This is Drew with Boomer Music Company, your band and orchestra experts since 1976, and thepodcastingstore.com, the one-stop shop for all things podcasting and remote learning. This is your Weekend Update.
Well, greetings and welcome to your Weekend Update. Happy Halloween. This is kind of one of the Kid High holy days, so if you've got little ones as I do, hope you have a lot of fun and stay safe out there. And in the coming weeks, we're going to have some new gear drops. I alluded to it last week. We've got the first video for that coming here next, actually. And the item in question is the VLD360 from On-Stage, and it's a ring light. And I'm actually using that ring light right now, and that's lighting me in the front. And if you haven't checked out that video yet, please do. But here's a clip from that one that kind of gives you the overview of what this ring light can do and how you can use it.
So you can go just like that, and then it's got this adjuster ring on the back there, so it's got an omniball, so you can do all kinds of angles with it. So that'll put your phone right in the center of your ring light, so that way the light is coming right at you. Now, it's got a USB plug, which is great, but it doesn't come with the wall adapter. I happen to have an extra one here, so let's plug it in and see what this looks like. So it turns on just that easy. It's got 3 different settings for the light. So this one is the warm setting, and then you've got the natural setting, and then you've got the cool setting. And you can also adjust the intensity up and down of how bright you want that light. This is
And then this week, with the podcasting store / Drums West, we got to do a live recording of a drum clinic. And live recording has its own pitfalls. The biggest one being is you got one shot at it. And so I came up with an idea of how to effectively capture the clinician and the information. It's a drum clinic, so you've got lots of louds and lots of softs. You've got talking. I wanted multiple camera angles, so it's a little bit complex, but with a little bit of thought, and planning, you can really minimize the dangers and the problems that you're going to have. So here's a clip from that video that's kind of giving you the overview of what the thought process was and what the gear was.
We're going to record in stereo with the SM81 microphones, the Shure, and then we're going to put them up on this big stand here so we can get them up high and then record that into the Zoom F3. The reason we want to do that is the 32-bit float, so we don't have to worry about clipping the sound or anything like that. And then so that's the guts of it. Then we're going to have 3 cameras running, and I've got 2 here in front of me. The third one is on a stand now recording this video. And then kind of as a safety backup, we're going to have the clinician using a lavalier mic as well so we can hear the talking.
And then this week on The View from the Road, there was 2 themes that were going on here. The first one was about music selection and how there's a local school district, not mine, that is essentially banning any music that has the word Christmas in it, which I think is really short-sighted because there's lots of great music out there from all different sorts of traditions that should be explored. So I definitely don't agree with that. But the other thing that came up was a teacher had to cut short their meeting with me because they had a Safe to Tell conference they had to make. And I thought that was great that the system exists and that this teacher is being called in on it. And that brought to mind really the role of music teachers and how transcendent they are, meaning crossing grades and different social groups within the school and all that. And with that comes a greater responsibility. And so here's a clip from that video where I kind of explore that topic a little bit further.
Is that music teachers, specifically ensemble music teachers, get to see everyone. I mean, every student in the entire building is potentially someone that could participate and benefit from participation in the subject. And so as such, I think that in some ways there's a greater responsibility for a music teacher to be that confidant, to be that person that the kids can go to with the tough stuff and the hard things. Of course, I have absolutely no...
And then this week on The View from the Road, I was reminiscing on what happened in marching band back when I was in high school. And one of the trumpet players in my section actually broke his arm at the beginning of the season and wasn't going to be able to play trumpet. Well, we overcame that by him playing left-handed, which is virtually unheard of in trumpet playing. And the larger thought that brought to mind was, I was section leader, but he was actually leading us by example, by doing whatever he could to stay on the field and contribute in a positive way to the ensemble. And that's something that I've always admired. So if you haven't seen that essay yet, follow the QR code over there, check it out, and let me know what you think of it. So that's your weekend update. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time. Check out the other videos in the channel, like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch up with you next time.
If you enjoyed the Weekend Update, do me a favor and follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channels, or visit our websites. This is Drew with Boomer Music Company and thepodcastingstore.com. Thanks for listening.